Despite its strenuously portentous title, which some might mistake for a herald of winkwink satire, the Osiris Child Science Fiction Volume 1 is a straight-faced and serviceable sci-fi action-adventure set on a distant planet where corporate overlords exploit hard-bitten convicts as slave laborers for colonization efforts, and human guinea pigs for bioengineering experiments. From her vantage point in a floating headquarters high above the wild world, Exor Company Executive General Line X Rachel Griffiths appraises the progress of settlement construction, and encourages the mad scientist activities of Warden Mordain Temuera Morrison, who's been charged with transforming part of his prison's population into monsters programmed to kill or assimilate indigenous species. Evidently, Exor plays by the same rulebook as the Umbrella Corp in the Resident Evil franchise and Wayland Yutani in the Alien movies. When things go wrong, as they always do in pulpy scenarios such as this one, and the monsters are inadvertently freed during a prison riot to devour and/or transform any human in their path, General Line X begins a 24-hour countdown for a devastating nuclear blast that will destroy any evidence of corporate misbehavior. This does not sit well at all with Lt. Kane Somerville Daniel McPherson, a fallen from grace war hero turned military contractor who took the Bring Your Daughter to Work program a tad too far, and had Indy Tegan Croft, his 11-year-old child, come along for a visit to the place where Dad claims to be building an entirely new world from the ground up. Trouble is, Indy is down below on the boot of a nuked planet, forcing Kane to attempt an unauthorized rescue flight from the floating Exor headquarters. Working from a script he cobbled together with Brian Caccia, who composed the relentlessly emphatic musical score, director Shane Abbas somehow manages to maintain an acceptably brisk pace even while time-tripping between individually titled chapters in the narrative. A not entirely unexpected reveal in one of the later chapters cleverly lays the groundwork for what can only be described as a fairy tale twist. The Osiris Child borrows freely from several well-known dystopian sci-fi dramas, and cribs a thing or two from lesser-known ones as well. Hardcore genre fans, take heart, someone besides you actually remembers 1977's Damnation Alley. But most of the recycled bits and pieces are the right bits and pieces to recycle, and the production values, including Steve Anderson's CGI creatures, and Carl Robertson's inventive lensing of Australia locations that double for the entirely new world, indicate the filmmakers made the absolute most of the limited indie budget. In addition to the first-rate contributions of McPherson and Croft, there's a solid performance by Kellen Lutz as a prison escapee who joins forces with Somerville, and some amusing scenery chewing by Isabel Lucas and Luke Ford as a pervy pair of reprobates who join the rescue mission for fun and profit. Morrison and Griffiths have relatively little screen time, but that's all they really need. It is meant as the highest praise to say both actors make you believe unquestioningly that their characters really enjoy their dirty work.